Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great day, a great holiday. I hope you guys are all being safe. There was a lot of movies that came out this year, a lot of superhero and comic book movies, and today we're going to go through all 8 of them, and we're going to rank them from worst to first. Okay, everybody, so there's been 8 actual theatrical release superhero comic book movies that came out this year, and today we're going to run through the worst and first. So without further ado, let's get to number 8. Coming in at number 8 is Venom. Look, guys, I'm sorry. I know the movie made a shitload of money, but just because it made a lot of money doesn't mean the movie's good, because the movie is trash. Venom sucked donkey nuts, guys. It blew. It was horrible. Not a good movie. If you don't know anything about Venom, I'm sure you guys enjoyed it. However, if you know anything about the character of Venom, the character of Eddie Brock, then you know that this movie is just a bad adaptation. Just a absolute cash grab from Sony to try to use their Spider-Man properties without actually having Spider-Man in it. That's why Venom comes in at dead last at number 8. Coming in at number 7 is Ant-Man and the Wasp. Look, I enjoyed the movie. I had fun with the movie, but the problem with this movie is it's not as good as the first one. There was a lot of stuff missing in this movie. There was just something that was missing. I can't explain it. I had fun with it, but overall, I just could keep comparing it to the first movie, and it wasn't as good as the first film. And when you really compare it to the other superhero comic book movies that came out this year, it just really doesn't stack up. That's why Ant-Man and the Wasp, unfortunately, comes in at number 7. Coming in at number 6 is Deadpool 2, a movie that I actually think is superior to the first movie. I actually really enjoyed Deadpool 2 a lot. I actually found myself really liking it more than the first Deadpool movie. The problem is, and the reason why it comes in at number 6, is because when I just compare it to the other movies that came out this year, Deadpool 2 really just doesn't really stack up compared to those other movies. I really enjoyed it, loved it, picked it up on Blu-ray 4K, but at the end of the day, when you compare it to the other films that came out, it just doesn't compete with those films. That's why it comes in at number 6. Coming in at number 5 is Aquaman, a movie that you guys all think that I hate. Joke's on you. I didn't hate the movie. I actually kind of liked the movie. I just thought it was an average movie. Wasn't great, wasn't bad. It was okay. Newsflash to you guys, it's okay for a movie to just be good. Doesn't have to be great. Doesn't have to be bad. Just because a movie isn't great doesn't mean it has to be bad. I don't understand your logic on the internet, guys. Like, just because I said it was okay and I pointed out its flaws, you automatically think I hated on the movie. That's not necessarily the case. I actually think Aquaman is pretty decent. That's why it's coming in at my number 5. Coming in at number 4 is a movie that's near dear to my heart, which is Black Panther, which this movie is probably going to get nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. No doubt this movie is going to get a lot of nominations, and rightfully so. This is a movie that's a comic book superhero movie that kind of transcends this genre. It appeals to a much larger audience, not just, my race and other races, but larger races. And it really shows that you can do movies on other ethnic backgrounds, and you don't have to worry about constantly just putting white people in the role. This movie had a huge heart, and this movie really went and showed you what a great director, great script writer, and great cinematographer. Like, this movie across the board was just fantastic. Black Panther, awesome movie. One of the top MC movies for sure. Just overall, just great film. That's why it's coming in at number 4. Coming in at number 3 is a movie that a lot of people might not even seen, and that is Teen Titans Go to the Movies. Teen Titans Go to the Movie. It's one of my favorite DC films of all time, because it's a film that doesn't take itself serious. It makes fun of its own self. It makes fun of its properties as well as other comic book movies. It's a DC movie that anybody can go and enjoy and have a good time and laugh. That's what I liked about Teen Titans Go to the Movies, because you can go see this movie and enjoy it and have fun. That's what I want to do. I want to have fun. And that's why I think this movie is one of the best films of the year when it comes to superhero comic book genre, and I hope this movie gets nominated for Best Animated Film of 2018. Don't know if that's going to happen, but it's definitely a fantastic movie. Speaking of animated movies, coming in at number 2 is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which I dubbed the best Spider-Man movie of all time. Yes, you can like Spider-Man 2. You can like the Amazing Spider-Man movies. You can like Spider-Man Homecoming. You can like all these different Spider-Man movies. But the one movie that actually makes itself feel like a Spider-Man movie, and it doesn't care about continuity, it doesn't care about holding your hand if you don't understand something, is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It threw Miles Morales in there, it threw Spider-Gwen, Spider-Man Noir, Spider-Ham, so many things that we love from the comic books. As a comic book fan, it threw in this movie, and it said, hey, if you don't understand, this is for the comic book fans. And I, as a comic book fan, love this movie. It had heart, it had such great script writing, the animation was fantastic. There's so much to love about this movie. That's why it's my number 2 favorite superhero comic book movie of 2018. And coming in at number 1, guys, this is probably a big surprise. I know. So sit down. Are you ready for it? You ready for it? That's right. Avengers Infinity War. Avengers Infinity War comes in at number 1. I thought about it. It's like, do I want to put Spider-Man on top? Do I want to put Teen Titans Goes to the Movies on top? It was really a debate between those 3 films. And at one point, even Black Panther was kind of in the debate for number 1. But the more I thought about it, Avengers Infinity War really just kind of stuck with me. So much going on in this movie. So much of the wrap-up of the 10-year of the MCU. And it was just an overall fantastic movie. Such great character development, such payoffs over the past 10 years developing the MCU. Just so much going on with this movie. Thanos lived up to the hype. Great special effects, great CGI. The way Russo brothers was able to use all these characters and still make the movie make sense. Just overall fantastic. Avengers Infinity War was not only my favorite comic book movie of the year, but definitely one of my favorite overall films of the year. I really enjoyed that movie. Can't wait for Avengers Endgame. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you agree with my list of the top 8 superhero comic book films of 2018? Be sure to leave your list in the comment box below. Also, guys, if you're finding me for the very first time, be sure to click that subscribe button. And until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.